Let's clear up a common misunderstanding right off the bat. If you think soft washing is just pressure washing with the dial turned down, well, you are missing the entire science of what we actually do. I am Mark Cave, founder of Softwash UK, and to me, this is about biological sanitation, not, just blasting a surface with raw force. It is about understanding the chemistry. And to really get why we do this, we have to go back to the origin story. It actually started on October 1st, 1991, over in Florida. A chap named A.C. Lockyer was trying to figure out how to treat Gloeocapsa magma, that is that nasty black algae that streaks across asphalt shingles. Now, if you use high pressure on those shingles, you just strip away the delicate limestone granules, you ruin the roof, and you completely void the manufacturer warranty. So he had to invent a way to chemically treat the biological growth at its source without the pressure. But you see, when this came across the pond to us in the United Kingdom, we had to adapt. We do not have many asphalt shingles here, do we? No, we have delicate render, K-rend, monocouche, porous clay tiles, and historic heritage stone. If you hit those surfaces with high pressure, you get catastrophic water ingress and massive surface erosion. I see it all the time, people blasting away. It is like, think of it like weeds in your garden. If you blast a wall with 3000 psi, it is exactly like using a weed whacker. You cut the tops of the weeds off, sure, it looks clean for a minute, but the root system, the mycelium, is still alive and kicking inside the stone. And worse, you have just blasted millions of active spores into the air, spreading them to adjacent surfaces and actually accelerating the regrowth. Soft washing is the systemic weed killer. It is the treatment that neutralizes the organism at the very root, so it actually stays clean. So how do we actually do this professionally? It is not about spraying and praying, which is what the cowboys do. It is about the anatomy of a professional mix. The heart of the system is sodium hypochlorite, but you cannot just spray raw bleach. You need a proper professional surfactant like Clever Wash. What a surfactant does is it lowers the surface tension of the water. You see, normal water has high surface tension. It wants to bead up and roll off. But when you break that tension, the chemical can actually cling to vertical walls and it penetrates deep into the pores. It also stops rapid evaporation on hot days, which means, it means we can use much lower, safer chemical concentrations to get the job done on delicate render or historic stone. But you have to be careful. I always tell people, knowledge must come before the products you buy. Take my pre-wet rule, for example. If you are cleaning dry timber, like wooden decking, that wood is thirsty. If you spray chemical on it dry, it will suck it deep into the fibers like a sponge, and you will bleach the absolute life out of it. So you must pre-wet timber with clean water first, plump up the fibers, and then apply a weak mix. But if you are treating bone-dry, porous stone, you do not pre-wet. You want the stone to be dry, so it pulls the biocide deep into the substrate to kill the deep roots. You see the difference? It is all down to training and understanding what you are looking at. And that is why we are pushing so hard to raise the standards in the United Kingdom. If you want to do this properly, get the compliance right, understand runoff and environmental safety, you need structured learning. We offer the CPD certified Softwash training course over at softwashing.uk. It is designed to take you from guessing to knowing. Plus, completing it gets you approved Softwash applicator status, a listing on our national directory, and connects you with the National Association of Softwash Community. Do not be a splash and dash contractor. Learn the science, protect the properties, and build a reputation. Well, that is it for this quick take. Until next time, stay safe and keep cleaning smarter.